Yes, so this video is about Taurus making money, and it's detailed. And what Taurus miss about money is intensity. So I'm going to go through a list of 7 things that they need to be and how to be more intense. First one. So Taurus, sometimes they only want to stay on the surface level of things. Okay? And the reason why intensity makes more money for Taurus, the reason why is because when you are passionate, intense, and fired up about something, because Taurus have that natural understanding of money and how to talk and how to operate, when they bring that intensity, they just do things so much quicker, so much better, so much more just intense. Just they get it done. They get it done, and they get it done good as well. They always do things good because they're naturally careful. So they have to, when they go deep, when Taurus goes deep into the subject, deep into the environment, deep into a person, deep into whatever they're trying to achieve, don't just focus on the surface level. Research everything on a deep scale. Don't stop. That actually brings out your intensity to discover more. It brings out like this intense mentality to do more. Number 2, now when Taurus embrace change, because they don't like change, but when they embrace it, they force themselves to bring more intensity to actually gain more comfortability. So that's why they have to embrace it. That's why instead of being afraid of it or neglecting it or kind of keeping it away, embrace it. Then you're going to see action, you're going to see movement, you're going to see intensity to what you do, and then you're going to achieve your goal, and specifically your money goal. So embrace changes when it's making money. That's new jobs, new environments, new career, new something. Bring change, or maybe just change what you're doing. Maybe mix it up a little bit. Why is the power of seduction very important for Taurus? Now, Taurus, remember, they're ruled by Venus. Remember, Venus is about romance and love and, all of that type of love energy. So when Taurus bring the powers of seduction when they're communicating with people, and when they're trying to maybe make a sale, maybe when they're trying to convince somebody to take on what they believe, maybe it's leadership roles, utilizing their seduction in leadership so they can communicate. And seduction isn't always erotic, which people believe it is. Seduction is the ability to persuade. So powers of seduction is because Taurus, they understand people, they study you. They study people very well. They're very unappreciated for how well they study you. So when they use their powers of seduction on an individual, they know exactly how to say and what to do and how to talk. Remember, Taurus rules the throat. So their voices, it's utilizing their voice in the correct manner to actually get the response that they truly desire. And using the power of seduction is obviously utilizing words very specifically so they can have exactly what they need. Number 4, something that does bring intensity, because when you are Taurus, sometimes they avoid the challenge because they like things quite simplistic. They like to do things, remember, on a they don't like change, and challenges is embracing a different type of change, and they like to do things very step by step at times. And when they bring a challenge, sometimes the challenge means that you have to do things in a completely different way, and that can increase Taurus's intensity so that they can achieve their goals. Really that simple. This is when it comes to confrontation. This is when having hard discussions. This is doing things that they don't feel comfortable in doing. They have to increase the intensity when facing difficult emotions, because intensity is a feeling that you feel inside of you. And sometimes when you're in an emotional state, because intensity is ruled by Scorpio, so when you're in an emotional state, you're feeling deep, intense emotions, really, and that brings out a power in Taurus that they don't usually utilize. They normally are quite calm. So every now and then they have to face difficult emotions to bring out an intense feeling about them, and that can actually help them use that intense feeling in other aspects of their career, or if they're an entrepreneur, or if they're a leader, or if they're in a just normal job role, they can use it to benefit them, to do better. Sometimes we kind of believe that emotions are not necessary, when sometimes, or most of the time, emotions are the true level of power that allows us to push ourselves to a different level. And intensity will allow you to go to a different level. Beautiful environments is exactly what Taurus need to have, and that is mainly in their home. The fact is, the money making will want will encourage the beautiful environment. So they're gonna be kind of driven to make money so they can have the beauty that they really truly desire. So they have to focus on the beauty to make the money, and that will bring more intensity into their behavior, in their career for sure. And their money is down on the table. They're serious. When they're investing their cash, because they haven't done it lightly. That's why Taurus must always utilize their intensity to find out where they should invest their money. And also when they invest their money, continue to monitor and research and drive and focus on what their investment is in. Because it brings out that intensity, because money and Taurus are like a match made in heaven. So they don't like to let their money go too easy. So investments is a must for Taurus. I think this is the biggest one, because they are patient. So they're not going to take their money out. They're patient if they believe in the investment, if they utilize their intensity and research skills to find out whether the investment is right. And when they do invest, they normally get the return. So this is exactly what Taurus needs to do in detail, to go deep, embrace change, utilize their powers of seduction, their talking, their voice, embrace challenges, face difficult emotions so they can bring out new intense levels in their life, beautiful environments so they can have beautiful homes, even beautiful environments in their work environment. Just bringing that out makes them feel good, makes them feel better, and invest in money. Hope you guys enjoyed.